Understanding the writing process is important if you're ready to eliminate the struggles of creating a piece of writing. In this video, we will explore what the writing process is and each of the steps a writer must take during this process. Generally, in education, the writing process is used to create essays. Thus, we will focus on how to use the writing process to create an academic essay. Simply put, the writing process is the steps a writer must go through to create and complete an essay. Generally, there are 5 steps a writer must go through. First, we must have a topic. Now, it is important to note that sometimes the topic is given to you, while other times you may be able to choose a topic. This is all up to your teacher or the curriculum being used. Once you have a topic, move on to step 2. Now, step 2 has 2 parts. The first is brainstorming. Just like the name suggests, brainstorming is the act of thinking of ideas you want to write about on the topic given or chosen. Here we must be careful to neither have too broad nor too narrow of a topic to write about. Falling on either side of these may affect your essay. For example, if your list of ideas for your topic is too broad, you will have too much to write about. Now, if on the other hand your topic ideas are too narrow, you may have too little to write about. To avoid this, focus on specific areas of a particular topic and make sure to have enough information to cover a 5 to 7 paragraph essay. After brainstorming, you should have a pretty good idea where you are taking the focus of your topic. You are now in the second part of step 2 of the writing process, the outlining. It is here where you get to organize your ideas. It is also here where you need to think about your thesis statement. When outlining, it's always a good idea to use an outlining template. In fact, many teachers would ask, provide, or recommend one for you to guide your thoughts. There is usually a particular way to create an outline. This is to help you put your ideas in order. In general, you start with a rough thesis and then continue on organizing your rough body paragraph and a rough conclusion. Once you organize your ideas into an outline, it is important to go to step 3. This is your first draft, sometimes called rough draft. Using your outline as a guide, this is where you start writing your essay. It is very important that you keep the order of your outline. However, if you feel like making changes after writing your first draft, you may start step 4, revising and editing. In this step, you may change the content of your first draft. You may remove or move words, phrases, or sentences where and how they can fit best. This is what we call revising. You will also make sure capitalization and punctuation are correct. This is editing. Now you are ready for step 5, the final draft. You are ready to write your essay and publish your work. Knowing what the writing process entails helps you have a better appreciation and understanding of the steps a writer must take to successfully write and complete an essay.